Things between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have been messy ever since their very public split in 2017. So many wild accusations have been thrown at both of them that at this point, it really is a he said, she said situation. But what did Depp recently say about his ex-wife on national television? And has Amber Heard responded to his statement? Watch till the end to find out. Hey there, and welcome back to yet another exciting video from us. Today we discuss everything about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this and turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on future uploads. Make sure to smash that like button too. With all that done, let's get started. Following the couple's 2017 divorce, Depp was accused of being a wife abuser by a British tabloid, and the two engaged in a court battle in July 2020 at the High Court in London. Depp filed a libel lawsuit against the Sun tabloid in April 2018, citing allegations made by Heard previously describing 14 different episodes of abuse. The actor constantly denied Heard's allegations, but when she testified in a defamation lawsuit in July 2020, the actress went into great detail about the emotional, verbal, and physical abuse she said she suffered throughout their marriage. Quote, "He demeaned me anytime I tried to wear anything that could be seen as sexy, calling me a whore, slut, fame-hungry, and an attention whore. It got worse over time. He started saying things like, 'Well, I'm going to have to watch you get raped,' and 'I hope you get railed by a bunch of fucking fellas.' Sometimes he used racial epithets about the men I would be, or deserved to be, assaulted by," she alleged while speaking in court at the time. "Some incidents were so severe that I was afraid he was going to kill me, either intentionally or just by losing control and going too far." In February 2015, the Rum Diary co-stars married, and in May 2016, they announced their separation. The Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald star vehemently disputed ever being abusive with his ex-wife 3 years later, changing the script and accusing her of domestic abuse as well. Quote, "She hit, punched, and kicked me. She also repeatedly and frequently threw objects into my body and head, including heavy bottles, soda cans, burning candles, television remote controls, and paint thinner cans, which severely injured me," Depp claimed in court documents related to a separate defamation lawsuit in May 2019. A judge concluded in October 2020 that the Sun's allegations against Depp were, quote-unquote, essentially true. The Pirates of the Caribbean star, on the other hand, has defended his actions and has demanded an appeal on several occasions. Despite her harrowing testimony in London, a source recently told Us Weekly that Heard is looking for a silver lining. Quote, "She's been surrounding herself with loved ones and close friends who she trusts and trying to do normal activities like getting together for dinner safely," the source said, adding that the actress is, quote, "trying not to let the legal drama and hate get to her." After reportedly punching Depp, the Friday Night Lights actress allegedly instructed him to grow the fuck up, according to audio from one of the former couple's vicious confrontations. Quote, "I did not hurt you, I did not punch you, I was hitting you. I can't promise you I won't get physical again," she said in the recording, part of which was played in court in July 2020. "God, I fucking sometimes get so mad I lose it. You can still call me names. You're a hypocrite. You're a baby. If they give a taste of it to you, you fucking lose it, but yet you dish it out." As the court proceedings progressed, Heard spoke about a 3-day experience of attacks that occurred in March 2015 while the couple was in Australia. Depp said that a bottle of vodka was thrown at him at the time, severing his fingertip and crushing his bones. In July 2020, he testified, "That's when I began what I feel was probably some species of breakdown, a nervous breakdown or something." Heard, for her part, said she wasn't in the room when Depp's finger was broken. The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory star alleged in court in July 2020 that his ex-wife or one of his girlfriends once defecated in the couple's bed. "I thought that was an oddly fitting end to the relationship," he said. Heard denied being the perpetrator, accusing one of the couple's 2 dogs. "It was not left by a 3 or 4 pound dog," Depp countered. "I was convinced that it was either Miss Heard herself or one of her cohorts involved in leaving human feces on the bed. I wanted nothing to do with her." The Sweeney Todd star thought Heard was, quote, malicious, wicked, and vindictive, and greedy for fame, according to text messages from the pair's time in Australia when he was filming the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean film. Hoax is probably the best word one could use because all of the allegations, are patently untrue, Depp said in court in July 2020. It appears to me that Ms. Heard was building a dossier very early on that appears to be an insurance policy for later. Heard said she was subjected to severe acts of psychological, physical, mental, and other types of assault by her then-husband while visiting him in Australia in March 2015. Quote, "It is the worst thing I've ever been through. I was left with an injured lip and nose and cuts on my arms," she said. And later, she went on to describe an instance in which Depp left raw meat in some of her clothes. "There were pieces of it wrapped around something, and I realized it was the steak I'd planned to cook. He had also gone around and painted on all my clothes in the closet." Depp's previous girlfriends Winona Ryder and Vanessa Paradis expressed their support for the Edward Scissorhands star as further facts of Heard's allegations became public. Quote, "The idea that he's an incredibly violent person is the furthest thing from the Johnny I knew and loved. I cannot wrap my head around these accusations. He was never violent towards me. He was never abusive at all towards me. He has never been violent or abusive towards anybody I have seen." The Stranger Things star, who was engaged to Depp for 3 years in the 1990s, claimed. Depp had been married to Paradis for 14 years and has 2 children with him, Lily Rose and John Christopher. Quote, "Through all these years, I've known Johnny to be a kind, attentive, generous, and non-violent person and father. On movie sets, the actors, directors, and entire crews adore him because he is humble and respectful to everyone, as well as being one of the best actors we've seen," she said. As witness testimony in the lengthy legal battle proceeded, the Aquaman actress's former personal assistant stepped out with her own charges. In a statement released in July 2020, Kate James, who was fired by Heard in February 2015, said that she thought she was above the law, particularly when she deliberately snuck her dogs into Australia in the summer of 2015. Quote, "She did not care about throwing anyone under the bus if it meant saving her own skin," James's statement continued. Sean Bett, Depp's bodyguard, testified in court in July 2020, stating that he had witnessed Heard's aggressive behavior on many occasions. Quote, "Throughout the course of Mr. Depp and Miss Heard's relationship, Miss Heard was verbally and physically abusive towards Mr. Depp," he claimed. "On many occasions, I witnessed her shout at Mr. Depp. I was also told by Mr. Depp on multiple occasions that Miss Heard had physically abused him. Miss Heard often behaved in this way when she had been drinking. I learned quickly to recognize the signs so that we were able to leave the situation before it escalated further." Heard said that some of her allegedly abusive ex's actions were so terrible that she feared for her own safety. Quote, "I was afraid he was going to kill me, either intentionally or just by losing control and going too far," she claimed in court in July 2020. "He explicitly threatened to kill me many times, especially later in our relationship." When they got into a fight, Heard claimed Depp would try punching, slapping, kicking, headbutting, and choking me, as well as hurling me into things, yanking my hair, and shoving or forcing me to the ground. And that's all we have for today, folks. Do let us know in the comments below what you think about all this, and we'll see you next time.